we started in, a prison, in Ethiopia. I would certainly say, we haven't at least seen physical, hell on earth until we saw that.
Many of the prisoners are Muslims, and it is in that secured area, prison setup, Muslim community, evangelism, and so on. So it's kind of a paradox to bring those issues in one moment.
The first prison that we were scheduled at actually had so many people in there that were accused of being Al-Shabaab or Al-Qaeda that kind of during the last minute it was decided that we wouldn't go to that prison any longer, and so we rescheduled at this other prison. As we showed up, as we unloaded off the bus, I was wondering if it was any different than the original idea, because to me it looked like a rough group of people, and I was a bit scared for the team.
As everyone on the trip knows, it's still a little bit of an eerie feeling when the bus pulls up to the gate. You look up and there's, obviously guards with camo and AK-47s, and it's obviously not a movie, it's real.
I was at the prison and thought, wow, these guys could get out if they wanted to. At times when the situation seemed to be chaotic, when the crowds were moving closer and closer and closer, and we were up on this little platform doing the vital signs and doing the intake, and the crowds were pushing forward, I think that may have been scary, but I wasn't scared.
Everything was an unknown. I don't think I'd ever been inside a prison before, so I just sort of expected that everybody would be contained and everybody was just roaming freely and the guards had guns, and I don't know, I was nervous at first, but it got better.
Suspicion, you could feel it in the air, I think, as Eric would agree with. But then we just plowed forward, me and kind of the leaders of the trip, Eric and them. We just, obviously after meeting the warden, we started looking at what they were offering with our medical sites and facilities, and looked at 3 buildings, I remember, all of them a little sketchy, and the last one, though, was certainly everything we needed, from a barred window of a pharmacy and 2 big clinic rooms. Obviously the Lord provided, is what I would say. This one moves. Let's pray. Okay. Dear Jesus, now I pray for Hussein, his severe pain, his joint pain, all that he has going on. I pray for a healing upon him. I pray for him spiritually as we go to the counseling, Lord. I pray that you would reveal yourself to him. Thank you for bringing him in our lives, in Jesus' name. Amen.
Taking my camera and filming some of the different scenarios, and seeing this one older Muslim gentleman who was just kind of looking at me with like a scowl, like, who are you? Why are you here? Next thing I knew, I was laying hands on him and praying with him. And for the rest of that day, we were like new brothers. He walked me all throughout the back of the prison where really nobody else got to go. And hand in hand, here I was walking with this sheikh throughout an Ethiopian prison yard. It was absolutely incredible and super challenging to a lot of the different ideals I had in my mind.
It was exhausting. It was such a long day. But we all just worked together, and the sense of accomplishment, and to find out there were like 117 people that came to the Lord that day. That was beyond what we even expected for the whole trip.